Stop it, as Meghan detonates a new bomb on the royal family as her podcast is ready for the big return. As the Duchess of Sussex podcast Archetypes will return to Spotify on Tuesday, October 4th, following the end of the mourning period for Britain's late Queen Elizabeth II, as the streaming giant has announced. After Her Majesty's death on September 8th, the Duchess of Sussex had delayed the upcoming episodes during the official mourning period for the late monarch, according to the streaming service. As the next episode will drop on Tuesday, October 4th, and will feature the actress and comedian Margaret Cho in a conversation about Asian American tropes in the entertainment industry. In a teaser released prior to the release of Archetypes, Markle had explained that the crux of her podcast was to investigate the labels that try to hold women back. As the last episode was released on September 6 and had featured a conversation between the Duchess and actress Mindy Kaling, focused on the joys, challenges, and stigmas of the A-lister's life as a single woman. In all these episodes, Meghan also provided a few glimpses of her life and at times had criticized the firm and the British press. As Meghan, who is in her program, aims to analyze the words and the typecasts often used as a negative connotation when linked to women, has also released conversations with the tennis star Serena Williams and the singer-songwriter Mariah Carey. However, the podcast has reportedly caused certain fears in the royal family because of anecdotes Markle has told about her time as a senior royal, and like the one about Archie's nursery catching fire during a royal tour. After describing the fear and the shock that she experienced after being told about the incident, Meghan had recalled that everyone was in tears and everyone is shaken. And what do we have to do? Is go out and do another official engagement? I said, this doesn't make any sense. I was like, can you just tell the people what happened? And so much, I think, optically, the focus ends up being on how it looks instead of how it feels. In the second episode of her program, Meghan had discussed with Miss Carey of being a mixed race. As the Duchess has told, that I mean if there's any time in my life that there has been more focus on my race, it is only once I started dating my husband. And then I started to understand what it was like to be treated like a black woman. Because up until then, I had been treated like a mixed woman, and things had really shifted. And now that the official period of the royal mourning has ended, it is back to business as usual for the whole family. As the Sussexes' Archwell's website, which displays only a message from Prince Harry about the Queen, is now back in working order, as it is unclear whether the Duchess and her producers have edited further episodes following the Queen's passing on September 8th. As the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex had signed a lucrative deal with the audio streaming giant and to host and produce a podcast in late 2020. As Meghan was due to be honored as a part of the celebratory US Women's event, but will not attend it, also out of the respect for the late Queen. As the honorees, which also include Oprah Winfrey and Malala, will feature on the cover of the US outlet Variety's Power of Woman Special Edition, as Variety said that Meghan's cover would also be postponed due to the death of the Queen. As Prince Harry and Markle had started their non-profit organization Archwell back in 2020, after the controversial decision to step down as senior royals. As their production company, Archwell Audio, produces the podcast.